Thank you, Austin.
Hello, good evening, and salutations. Welcome to the Generic Paranormal Show. I'll be your host, KD, and this is my co-host, Austin.
I'll be the co-host.
You
Austin.
are the co-host.
Yeah. Well, you said I'll be your host, so I said
And you're my co-host.
so I'll be the co-host. Yeah.
Yes. What are you Are you a theoretical theorist today? Awesome. So today,
everything.
I just read that. I didn't see that earlier. So today we're going to be talking about cryptids and how to catch them. See, that's the part you don't know. You know about cryptids, but do you know how to catch them? I mean, you saw the thumbnail.
I'm hoping I can learn.
Who do we have? No, we're going to learn from you. Who we have on the thumbnail? We have Mothman, right? How would you catch Mothman? All right, we got Bigfoot.
What? How set up a really big flame.
Catch Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, I feel like would definitely be hard.
How does one ensnare a chupacabra? You know, these are the questions.
Somebody did.
So, Darian, hello. From Edinburgh, Scotland. You're in Edinburgh? How are you? How'd you get Edinburgh? Oh, Damien. I thought that said Darian. I really need new glasses. Damien. I thought that was my niece for a second. I need live bait. I do. You're in Edinburgh, Scotland? Dude, you got one of the best places right down the road from you to go ghost hunting at. Right? In the castle there.
Oh, Hellfire Caves? Or
no, there's a castle in Edinburgh.
What is it? Lep Castle or Lemp?
It ain't Leap. It's Leap. That's
Leap Mansion.
Is
it Leap Castle?
Leap Castle. That's somewhere else. I don't think. Is that in Edinburgh? Is it?
I don't know what's in Edinburgh.
What's up, Rez? Russell, Tim, how is everybody tonight? So I'm sure all of you are excited as well as I am. So I'm gonna do that again. So I'm sure all of you are excited as well. Am I to hear Austin explain to us how one might catch a Bigfoot? Austin, what do you have to say about that? Austin, if someone were to come to you and say, Austin, we're going on a Bigfoot excursion, Austin, and we need your skills to catch Bigfoot.
My skills.
What are you going to bring?
I'm going to bring bear traps. I think that would be probably a good start. Big old bear traps too.
Inhumane, but sure. Okay, carry on.
Well,
just carry on. We'll talk about it. What else?
Obviously, as many possible trail cameras as I can bring. And whatever that scent that dude, I can't remember what that dude's name. The one that is the most leading expert. He has so many Bigfoot casts, Bigfoot foot castings.
You were gonna say he's got so many Bigfoot trophies. Like you got this Bigfoot, like
He's a Bigfoot hunter.
you got a Bigfoot's mounted
Certified.
on the whole wall, just a wall of Bigfoots mounted.
Yep.
Wow.
Nah, he's I'm trying to think of like what his name is, but
You have a
regardless,
lovely room of death. Take care now. Bye bye then.
he developed these pheromones or something that apparently are like a combination of like some kind of ape and some kind of like I don't know. It's really weird, but apparently he's got some kind of thing that he uses when he hunts them. So I would trust that, I guess, because I literally have no knowledge otherwise.
Well, okay. I guess my question would be, why would you trust him and his Bigfoot pheromone cocktail as opposed to somebody else's? Does he have a higher success rate at catching Bigfoots?
He seems to have the highest success rate when it comes to catching prints, and
Okay.
casting and stuff like that. He's got a massive casting collection. And he's also the one that's always involved in like the biggest cases and everything. Granted, we're talking about a cryptid, so I mean, he may know just as much as I do.
Well,
Or the
surely this
dude
guy
that filmed the Pattinson film, or right? Or
well, surely he's
called?
like the Patterson film, Patterson
Yeah,
footage.
Robert Patterson or whatever.
Yeah.
That footage, yeah.
So okay, and so you'd bring pheromones
Or something. I don't know.
What else?
Some kind of
What else?
bait.
A bait.
Some kind of bait. I don't know.
So you're gonna use this bait. Where are you gonna put this Bigfoot bait? Are you gonna put it like just in the and you just trying to like catch a glimpse? Are you trying to like?
I'd have the
Because I have a feeling you're not just gonna catch a glimpse.
Right.
Like when you get Bigfoot, man, you're gonna get all or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get all or little. You're gonna get all or you're gonna get tracks. I assume the people that get it all, you don't hear from them again. That's the only assumption I can make.
How many disappearances have there been in like Washington or Oregon State or what?
Well, there's a lot because there's been so many that I forget the guy's name, but he wrote the book Fahrenheit, or not Fahrenheit it's Missing 411. The other one was Michael, whatever his name is. This one's Missing 411, and it's specifically about strange disappearances in the correct me if I'm wrong, in the Yellowstone National Park area, I do believe.
I mean, I'm sure that's one of the hot spots.
Tim Lovejoy says,
"Fucking hey, where were you last week, Tim?"
I know, right? Founder of cryptozoology, Ivan Sanderson, builds the most extensive file archive of unexplained creature evidence on Earth. Files supposedly lost, but now found for new show. The Lost Monster Files. Oh, interesting. But now, so they're using them in a new show. I don't watch enough TV or whatever, apparently.
Yeah, neither do I.
I need to watch more TV, I feel like. Russell says, I'm supposed to go with Carter Bouchard. That name sounds very familiar too, Bouchard. Pretty sure that's a big deal in the cryptid world. Yeah. Is there some kind of divide between? Because I haven't had any cryptid people like say, hey, but I'm pretty sure we could use our skills to capture a Bigfoot. If Austin, I bet if me and you went out in the woods, given enough money, we could capture Bigfoot. We might be able to capture Momo.
What did you call him, Momo?
Momo. That's the Missouri monster. It's Momo. In Missouri, it's Momo.
I thought Momo was that like that big purple smiling children's creature.
Yes,
Supposed to be
no,
like-
that was also Momo, but that was
Oh.
Momo after the original Momo. The original
Okay.
Momo is the Missouri Monster. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I would maybe. I feel
Stephen
like
Gregory says, "Does Bigfoot have a regular wing or one of those red rocket things?" That's a good question, Steve Gregory. That's probably the best question. It's the best question
the best question
by
ever.
far. By far, ask anybody, they'll tell you.
Glad to see you on the podcast there, Steve.
So I'm gonna guess it's gonna be red rocket like. Don't know that for sure.
I
Just
would
a guess.
imagine it's closer to chimpanzee or gorilla.
That's Grimace the
Style.
butt plug. Does what's Russell? Missouri Bigfoot guy. He was at Medicon. Was he? How do I miss all these people? Linda Scott says, I used to hunt for Momo in the Bonner Springs caves when I was in high school. Linda Scott.
Oh shit.
We might have to go on daggone Momo hunt.
Mow, 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 mow. That's how I feel.
Russell says he was a consultant for the show Finding Bigfoot when they were in Missouri. Stephen Gregory says, hey, brother.
Cool.
Really interesting. Finding Bigfoot. So tell me, in this show,
Did they ever find it?
did they ever find Bigfoot? Because I missed that shit. I'm pretty sure I would have heard about that. I keep up. Hello, Nancy. How art thou this evening? So we're just discussing here what we would take into the woods to capture Bigfoot. Austin seems to think he can do it with pheromones.
Is that what I said?
Just pheromones, like nothing else to the plan. He's like, I'll take some pheromones.
Oh, is that what I said?
That's where you left it. So I just assume you're gonna
Yeah.
walk, you're gonna like douse yourself up
Yeah,
and walk out there
basically.
like a man looking for Bigfoot.
Basically.
You might
Maybe
get
I need
all
to
the
get a
Bigfoot.
suit to help.
You wearing all them pheromones, you may get all the Bigfoot, if you know what I mean.
I'll get a Bigfoot suit and put like a little pink bow or something up at the top and douse myself in the pheromones so that like I'm literally like looking like a female walking Bigfoot and like hopefully attract, I don't know.
You know, I'm just imagining what I feel like a Bigfoot would look like. And
My thought is a comical version, like almost like Bugs Bunny-esque.
and you just popped right into my head when I was thinking of that. Like
Bugs Bunny-esque, like that's my whole thought process.
Yeah,
we need to bring fucking Bugs Bunny
looking
back,
at, Nancy.
bro.
Bigfoot love affair. Do you want the Bigfoot love affair, Austin? Are you sure? I imagine that's kind of like joining the mafia, man. You don't just get out that easy.
You're not just in a box.
You're not just right. You're leaving here in a box, bud. That's the only way you're leaving this situation. Otherwise,
Yeah, because I imagine if I were to take the mask off and reveal myself.
That's what that's the scary part, Nancy, is the Bigfoot loving.
You'd like it.
Steven says Austin's gonna find out if it's a red rocket or not. Well, Austin, let us know. Austin, let us know what that thing looks like. All right. So anyway, I think
no. You can't pull that shit. You can't pull that shit like Trump. You can't fucking pull that shit. Say some shit and then you fucking.
Anyway, so like I was saying,
here, I got one for you.
What?
When I snap my fingers, you will forget that you were ever gay.
What was I supposed to remember?
That you were ever gay?
Sorry, I don't remember that.
I know, because you forgot.
Forgot what?
That you were gay?
All right. Moving right along. Says the guy who's going to be Bigfoot bait.
Who would be Bigfoot bait?
We'll just hope the Bigfoot isn't. Never mind. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to leave that one for you, bud. Anyways. Yeah. So if I were to go in the woods, I would take more than pheromones. I would obviously take Austin, who has doused himself with pheromones. I would keep him in a
Said-
cage, far away from me somehow. So like use him as like like when you go camping where there's bears, you're supposed to hang your food up in the trees.
With bear traps, right? Like what
No,
I said.
without bear traps.
Yeah, yeah,
So you
yeah.
hang your food in the trees, and they're less
Mm.
likely to. Yeah. So anyway, I could do that with Austin. Just hang him in a little cage in the tree,
It'd
and
be
it
like
would be
diving
like,
with sharks. Except with
yes,
a bear.
thank you. Now I'm not trying to take down Bigfoot because I have watched Mountain Monsters. All right, I have seen what a Bigfoot can do
Mhm.
to traps. Very elaborate, very well thought out.
Well, that's why a bear
Highly
trap I feel like would be the best because it just clamps his foot and he can't go no
I
more.
feel like Bigfoot would just like kick a bear trap away. And also I feel like they would probably okay, so we're just going with Bigfoot's real. All right, for tonight. So Bigfoot is going to be much more clever than that. Otherwise, he would be caught in bear traps all the time.
Fair point.
All right. Otherwise, every dumb asshole who's ever walked into the woods and set some kind of crazy trap for a Bigfoot would have caught a Bigfoot by now. But
I mean, there's a lot of open area. You can avoid bear traps.
Technology to our fullest extent here to catch these Bigfoots. I
agree
feel like
with
we're
that.
not giving it. I feel like we're not giving it our all. I feel like we're really not.
We've definitely given more effort towards finding Nessie than we have Bigfoot.
We put a lot into it, right?
Dude,
Gone
we
out
put a
there
shit
with
ton into Nessie.
boats after boat, like millions of dollars,
billions of dollars finding Nessie.
and they
Still
take
haven't found her yet.
high-tech stuff. I just don't see people like that doing Bigfoot work like that. I mean, there might be.
Bro, I bet you could use
see it
like
very often. I just see people like out in the woods, they're just making noises and like calling. This like all basic. I guess you could say it's kind of like ghost hunting. Like we're doing the same thing.
most
But
of those are, yeah.
But
it's exactly the same thing. It's like fishing is exactly hunting. It's all the same fucking thing, except you have better results with hunting and fishing than you would with.
All right,
with
so I'm just
ghost hunting.
thinking like a movie, right? Like if we're in a movie and we're gonna catch this Bigfoot in the woods, we're gonna need lasers, bro. We're gonna need a lot of lasers. All right, so
I know lasers.
well, they're gonna have to be invisible to. Well, I don't know, and you don't know how Bigfoot sees. You don't know what spectrum he sees.
Exactly. Could he see an eye?
Can he see IR?
I would assume. I would
assume he
I
can.
would assume he's got night vision, like kind of like a cat. I imagine he's got to be able to adapt. You know what I mean? You would think that he'd be able to see at night.
Right, but seeing at night does that? I don't think that necessarily translates to. It might to IR vision. You know what I mean?
That's a good question.
I don't know that actually translates to that because.
Well, I guess the question is, can cats pick up on IR? I mean, I know it's not completely different species, but you get what I mean.
Don't know. I have to look that. I need to look into that. So we need to figure. First of all, we need to figure out what Bigfoot can and cannot see. Because if he can't see green, then we use green lasers. Maybe Bigfoot's colorblind. Maybe we can use red or green lasers. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe we can't use ultraviolet or IR lasers because maybe they see better in IR. It's hard to say, but we're gonna need lasers of some sort. We're gonna need to narrow down what kind of lasers Bigfoot can't see. I don't know how we're gonna do that.
We're just gonna have to guess. I mean,
okay, let's say we narrowed it down.
I would say it would have to be somewhere closer to like what a gorilla and a chimpanzee, maybe an orangutan, somewhere along the what's the orang pandek? Is that one? The really tall orange one that was like supposed to be
Giant net gun. I like it, Steven. Very good. Predator vision. He might.
maybe thermal.
We don't know.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
predator
predator
vision
vision.
is.
Does he got a
Thermal.
red rocket? We don't know. We don't know these things.
He's a red rocket gorilla. There's a
rocket
gorilla with a red rocket and heat vision.
Sounds more and
and
more
thermal
terrifying.
vision.
The more we talk about it, the more terrifying Bigfoot sounds. He's a predator-like Bigfoot with thermal vision and a red rocket.
I guess let's just appreciate that he is very seemingly docile. Because
Cool, Chris. You're on Team Bigfoot or Team. We're gonna Sasquatch.
we need to go up to Steve's house in Wisconsin.
Sasquatch
Man.
finding people.
We need to go up to Steve's place in Wisconsin because they apparently live in fucking. I don't know. Do you live in the woods, man?
Out in the boondocks. Hello, Mariah.
I think you do. Mariah, she's coming next weekend.
Oh, good. It'd be good to see you there, Mariah. So lasers. This is where we left off. All right, we're gonna need to form a perimeter laser tripwire around our location first of all, because we're gonna want to know if something comes in, right?
Yeah.
And it's not just gonna be we're gonna have a laser down at the ground. No, we're gonna need like a laser array going. All right. And it
Almost
needs
like a Kinect camera.
like a laser fence.
Oh, an invisible fence. Sort of.
Yes, a laser
But like
fence.
not the same way. Not a dog invisible fence.
No, this one will just set an alarm off if something comes within our perimeter, and it would only set it off if it knocked out a certain number of lasers.
I feel like we could use ultrasonic or hypersonic frequencies. Wait, what's the difference between ultrasonic and hypersonic? I feel like they're the same thing, just depending on which one you're talking about.
Hypersonic means faster than the speed of sound.
Yeah, hypersonic is
or
related to the
as
speed.
fast as, and
Yeah,
and
so yeah.
ultrasonic is
Ultrasound is a
higher than the
frequency.
human hearing range.
Yeah, so ultrasonic is frequency, where hypersonic is speed related.
Yes.
That makes sense. Okay.
Infrasound, Stephen Gregory. Okay, how are we going?
Oh,
how
look
we
at you
gonna-
now. Steve.
Well, I feel like that, Steve. I love that response as a radar. Okay, see, that's where I was going with that. Like, everybody always says infrasound. Like, how are we going to do this? We're going to use infrasound. All right, how the fuck are we going to use infrasound to do this thing?
I mean, can you use infrasound as a radar?
He said it. He said as radar, radar, whatever.
I mean, I don't know if you could. I mean, maybe you could.
Well,
I don't know if you could because the frequencies would dissipate a lot differently.
Yeah.
The way, because like the waves would travel differently.
Work like that. That's the problem. You know what I mean?
Because like with ultrasonic, you can
to get the effect of infrasound. Sure.
Yeti.
But now you're talking about like how are you going to use that? Or is that like infrasound? Are you going to like what shoot it out?
That would be a giant ass, like you'd need like a radio telescope dish in order to like fucking have it be. I mean, you'd have to have it on a giant scale. Like KD's even told me too, like a long tube covering that thing, and you'd have to like turn that thing. I mean, that'd have to be
really
a
moving
giant
air
setup.
Outside, it's gonna be difficult to move air like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would have to be a giant. It would be way
in order for it to resonate in you.
Yeah,
like, you have to be conditions have to be right.
He's talking about using it as a
radar, right?
Like
but
object detection and shit.
Well, yes, and you
like
could
using
do
it like you would with ultrasound.
That would be infrasound, because infrasound is going to be, you want to use something that you can't hear.
Yeah, and so
you're
like
going to hear infrasound, you're going to feel infrasound.
But see, he's talking about using it like an ultrasonic,
right? But the way that
radar,
the way it works is you shoot it out, it bounces off, and it comes back.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a problem.
Picking that up.
Right. It's not gonna.
you could do that like at corners for like, but it's not going to give you an exact.
Wouldn't you have to have like that tube you'd have to be like really focused. Like that's like the whole thing with like the ultrasonic is that you can focus the direction of the with ultrasonic. It's a high frequency, so like it's easy to pitch it out and go back, but like you got
Yeah.
that infrasound, it dissipates because the
That's
waves
what I'm saying. It's going to
it
be even
doesn't
harder,
travel the same like he was saying. Yeah.
and it's not going to resonate. Like the purpose of using ultra or infrasound, in my opinion, is you want that resonation effect, right?
Mhm.
That's where everything comes from. That's where, and if you can't get that, if you can't have conditions exactly right for that resonation or that resonance to happen, then it's not gonna give you the results you want. Because what you
Yeah.
want out of ultrasound, now what we want out of infra or ultrasound is, or yeah, what we want out of a
Infrasound.
ultrasound is we want to shoot it out and listen to it come back, and we don't have
Yeah.
to hear it. So it seems like magic to us, right? We don't have to hear it or look at it or any of that. It just tells us if something's there. Now you could use that as a radar.
Yep.
You could spin that around.
Yeah.
And then have it and then have it plot where it's picking things up. You could do that. You could use ultrasound for sure.
Yeah, but using infrasound, the setup would be huge to have any real kind of. I mean, you'd have to have a giant infrasonic, like I said, a radio telescope size fucking like thing with a long tube directional pointing it.
And it needs
In
to
order
be,
to have it be able to detect anything at a close enough, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be traveling very far. Like it would be hard. The waves don't travel far like the ultrasonic waves do. Like the infrasound is really, like you said, if you really want it to have an effect, you got to put like a tube in front of it to like and focus those infrasonic waves, right? Like on the person for you to really feel it, right?
yeah, and it helps to be in an environment that's like closed.
Right.
So you can move the air in the room because sound is about moving air. And if you can really control the air, then you can control resonance in things too.
Yeah, exactly. So
there's Darian. What's up, Darian? Tim says that would be a bad standing wave ratio, soft or SWR, if not resonant. So standing wave ratio, if not resonant. That's correct. I said correct and right. Yeah. Correct. That's correct. So yes, we could use both things, but they would be for different purposes. The ultrasound or the infrasound, that's an interesting thing to use though, but it would have to, in my opinion, I would use it if I were to take infrasound in the woods with me and say, okay, I'm going to use this for some sort of Bigfoot hunting purpose, then I would use it as like something enters. You could use it as a trap. You could use it as I don't know, maybe this would have some kind of crazy effect on Bigfoot. Maybe as a defense, because
like a dog
animals in the wild will produce when big cats growl. It's it resonate, or it's
infrasound,
the infrasound frequencies and below, and it's meant to resonate in their prey and scare the shit out of them, pretty much, so that they basically just freeze and they can pounce. So I don't know, perhaps Bigfoot may also employ some sort of weird infrasound defensive or offensive technique, like just by growling at you. I heard they do a lot of shouting, or they do a lot of hooing and hollering. I see a bunch of dudes on these Bigfoot hunting shows, and what's the one that they're always doing? What's the Australian Bigfoot? What is that called? The Yowie?
Yowie, something like that. Yeah.
I feel like it's Yowie.
Some probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
Banging trees. Yeah, banging trees.
Mm-hmm.
Banging trees. They throw a lot of rocks. They do throw a lot of rocks.
Throw a
So
lot of sticks and rocks. That's true.
what I would do, again, I like the lasers for a perimeter, right? And now like for that's just for like self-defense though. That's like protecting your perimeter. So like now we got to think about the trap. And ultimately, I think we just set the trap. Because Austin's in the cage. He's hanging in the tree. He's doused in Bigfoot woman, Bigfoot pheromones, female Bigfoot pheromones.
Yep.
So we got our bait. So we're gonna set our laser perimeter up around Austin, suspended in the tree, doused in the pheromones. And now here's where you see. You thought, oh, well, Bigfoot walks in through the laser gate, triggers the laser gate. Up, he's in the trap, right? Nope, you're wrong. Because he wouldn't be. He would just be at the foot of the trap, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the trap out a little bit. So he's already in the trap. When he gets to the laser perimeter, it's too late. When he gets to the laser fence, it's too late. He's in the trap. Now, I'm going to go with CS gas.
What's that?
CS gas is like tear gas. That shit works. I've never seen anybody who could just hang in some tear gas without a mask on. So,
I bet.
Don't worry. I've got a mask on Austin already. He's in the tree. He's suspended from the tree in his little cage. In his little cage. He's doused in, he's naked. He's doused in Bigfoot pheromones. All right. And he's wearing his gas mask. So when Bigfoot comes into the perimeter, triggers the laser fence, CS gas grenades, Bigfoot is gonna have a hell of a time getting out of the woods when snot's coming out of his face and he can't even see. He's running into trees.
Yeah,
that's kind of comical, but it's no shit, right? Like you get your night vision goggles on and you're good. You got your mask on, you got your night vision goggles on. We're gonna catch Bigfoot. All right, it's gonna be really hard to get away. Trust me, I've been tear gassed. It sucks.
I trust you.
Punji sticks. I like that. I do like that. Punji sticks. It's like the sticks,
the spiky sticks and the whole,
Or we can dress them up like a lady Sasquatch, you know.
We already talked about that. Putting a Sasquatch shoe with a pink bow and dousing myself in pheromones. That's the whole thing. I'm going to
Okay. You have the eyelashes for it, Austin.
You're late to the party.
He does. He's got nice eyelashes, don't he?
He does have nice eyelashes.
Look at him flicker. That right there, that right there will attract Bigfoot.
I don't even.
You can leave the pheromones at home, dude.
I know.
I got this.
Good, dude.
Got this.
We're being honest. If we're being honest.
yes, sucks.
I mean, honestly.
Rez says, KD, all I can say is it sounds like you want Bigfoot to pound Austin like a drum. Where in the world would you get that idea, Rez? I'm really offended that you would think that I was leading to that. I mean, I'm not saying I would stop it. I'd be like, we got one.
No, he's actively.
Just give him a few more minutes
to make it happen. You have to understand that. I understand that, and I have to go into this understanding that my best friend is trying to get me.
I'm pimping you out. I'm pimping you out.
Pimping me out. No, you're not pimping me. It's not even pimping me out. You're like
landing him out.
You're just like setting me up for the. You're like in the King Kong movies, right?
Dude, it's like for the greater good. It's for the greater
sacrifice,
good.
basically.
And you're the best. You're the best for sacrificing yourself. Hey, it's for the you know what?
Sacrifice. You ask anybody.
You're the best sacrifice. We couldn't ask for a better sacrifice, frankly.
Nobody's better. You ask anybody. Nobody's better.
That would make great now. Right now we're talking. That would make great TV.
Take me over to Skull Island.
Darian's not doing well in Call of Duty tonight. Sorry, Darian.
Sorry to hear that. Who's your best friend? Bigfoot?
Bigfoot?
The Fey Ray.
What is the Fey Ray effect? I don't know what. Tim, you always dropping knowledge bombs on us. Explain.
I know, but you're not here when we fucking need you, bud. You missed last week.
Austin
I don't know what
Bigfoot rape on PPV. Now we're talking, Steven.
How much money are we talking? though. Like, I mean, if we're being honest,
was there money involved? I mean, maybe it depends on.
That's what it is, right?
I don't know how many people are willing to pay to see you get the better head
how
of
much
you
money
by
I would
Bigfoot.
pay
Let's be honest. How much money could we possibly make from pay-per-view version of me being set up as Bigfoot rape bait? Like, how much money do you think that I could make? I mean, if we were talking like $200 million,
we'll name it
to just be bait out there, whether it happens or not. I mean, I'd fucking do it.
I mean, I'd pay to see my husband to
Right.
be the same much.
Rez got it. He's like, bro, we'll give you 10%.
Nah, I need 20 at least. At least, if not more. Honestly,
Well,
I'm the one that might end up getting fucked by Bigfoot, so I'd say I'd need at least 50. Actually,
hey, you know what? You know what? I think you're putting the cart before the horse here. All right, because you're assuming that you won't like it.
I am assuming that I won't like it. Yes.
I'm just saying.
Well, I
don't knock it till you tried it.
I'm good. I don't
know how this conversation got here.
You're setting me up as bait for Bigfoot. That's how it got here. We're talking about catching cryptids.
Cryptos. Get some cryptos too.
It's the same fucking thing. It's imaginary.
Steven says he might be hung like a squirrel, so lose for you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
What kind of squirrel are we talking about, man?
All right. Okay, all right. Anyways.
Tim Lovejoy says Fay Ray, original King Kong. Ah, yes. Very good.
But there's an effect. Explain that.
There is
the
now.
Fay Ray effect.
Yeah, I think that's what he was talking about. Me using you as bait to catch Bigfoot is the Fay Ray effect. It's like we're mimicking what they did, I guess. I don't know.
Setting up bait to catch an animal?
Yeah, and the unintended or the consequence is you catch the Bigfoot.
You're using live bait to catch an animal.
Yes.
That sounds like hunting.
It's more than that. It's more than that. Because you're not using just bait like something that he wants to eat. You're using like a love interest.
Bait does not necessarily need to be edible bait. True, it could just be something to draw whatever in.
True. Charles Ford says, call it only cryptids.
Only cryptids. Onlycryptids.gov.
.gov. Because
.gov.
Like did you say .gov?
I said .com.
Onlycryptids.gov. That's like when all the other websites are taken, all the other domain names are taken. You get the shitty one that says .org.
You know what? I would or what's a because you can you use .edu, or is that strictly to educational?
I don't know about that.
Like, are we limited to that? Because like, if I really wanted to, could I set up a .gov organizational website, but not have it be anything related to the government?
He probably would, Steven. Probably would be. It'd be like a Pepe Le Pew situation. He'd be like, "Oh, my beautiful Austin, I want to show you the rivers of Paris."
What? You float my
Net
boat,
is better.
Jean. What does he say? You says something. You make my heart smile or something. I'm not good at it. It's been so long.
No,
Anyway,
you're not good at it. I don't know
No.
what you're trying to do. You talking about the Pepe Le Pew?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're great. You're great at it.
I'm really not. But anyway,
You're great. Moving along.
moving along.
Okay, so now we know how we would catch Bigfoot. We figured it out. We figured out what everybody else could figure out. And
Sounds like a good solution, I guess.
30 minutes. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the plan.
That's it? 30 minutes?
It only took us 30 minutes to come up with this.
Oh, I thought you meant like you'd only put me in the trap up there for 30 minutes. I was like,
No, I'll put you up
Really?
there and I'll give you a pee break every once in a while.
well, I mean, if I'm in a cage, then I could just piss out the side of the cage, right?
It's true.
You could hand some food up to me if we were just sitting up there for a while, you know?
Sure, if you get hungry, I'll hand you some food.
Look, if we're going to try to actually capture a Bigfoot, like, fuck it, I'll sacrifice myself for that.
That would make good TV. I agree with Steven on that one. That would be something to watch tonight.
Bigfoot bait. Instead of ghost bait,
Tonight
it's
on the
Bigfoot bait.
Generic Paranormal Show, KD uses Austin as
Well, you know, they had that show Bigfoot, or they had that show Ghost Bait.
erotic
Remember?
Bigfoot bait. Yeah,
But
that
you
show.
remember they had that show Ghost Bait.
That show.
So
barely
now
came out.
switch
That
it
show
up.
barely came out. They didn't even
I know,
air
switch
a
it
whole
up and make it
season of that.
Bigfoot bait.
I want to know what they did in that show that was so terrible that they had to end that show as quickly as they did.
It sucked.
Yeah,
why
but they
the ratings
normally
were
know
awful.
that, right? They'll be like, yeah, we're not putting this shit out.
Well, the
You know,
ratings were not
the
good on
ratings?
it.
Oh fuck,
The ratings were not good. It got canceled. That's why.
that is a
Because
hit.
it only lasted for a couple of episodes. But like the thing is that all they were doing
I
was
heard
like
that they had filmed the whole
investigating.
season. I heard they had filmed the whole season.
They
And
probably they
had the
may
whole
have,
season
but
ready to go, and they just stopped it like 3 episodes in. I think.
yeah, it was real brief. But as far as I remember, what they would do is like they would investigate a haunting of a house or of almost like somebody who was being oppressed or haunted, so to speak. And then what they would do is like put a bag over that person and use them as bait. It's
Rez,
almost
you
like,
got it.
know,
You're
taking-
in. You're in the
So,
Bigfoot,
like-
the He-Man Bigfoot Hunters Club.
I don't know. Like I feel like it would be better for like to actually have somebody like in a cage raised up into the air for like 24 hours at a time or something.
I like Brandon. I'll let Brandon come hang out and Doogie too. I like both of those dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Katie says we were glitched out, but we're back now. That's good.
Kate.
So okay,
Her
so
name
now
on here is
we
Kate Knox Stafford.
we
Kate.
have talked about how we would catch Bigfoot. So
Sort of. Yeah.
sort of. I mean,
Kinda have a plan.
obviously not half serious. Half seriously.
I'm 75. Probably.
75. We'll go 75.
I'm about 70.
I think the idea, the plan is solid, right? Like the basic of the plan. We have the bait, we have the laser fence,
Mm-hmm.
and the tear gas around the perimeter. I like the tear gas. Tear gas is good. CS gas is what you need.
It would have to be far enough away from me, though. Oh, wait, no, I got a mask.
You have a
That's
mask.
right. Yeah, that's
You have a
right.
mask.
Okay. You're right.
Now your skin's gonna get a little itchy when this shit goes off.
Well, is there any kind of suit I could wear?
A mop suit, full mop suit.
All right. Well, like, let me put that on underneath the Bigfoot suit. So that way, at least I have. Well, because I'll have the Bigfoot suit on with the pheromones. Do you think that I would still be fucked with the tear gas as bad?
I think you'll be fine. I think your skin will just get a little itchy. You'll be fine.
Okay, all right. I get it.
You could go. You could raw dog it up there. You're fine. I think as long as you have your mouth and your nose and everything covered and your eyes, you'll be okay. Because it really sucks when it gets in there.
Yeah. Well, as long as just give me some goggles or something.
Ed says he'll be our native guide for this expedition.
I love it.
Oh, dude, you just triggered a brain thought in my head.
Brain thought.
I gotta find this now.
Gotta go get you some more of that edumacation, huh?
Hold on. This is funny. This is funny.
He's kind of funny. Kind of funny.
Dang it.
Oh,
okay. This is funny. Rez. This is here, I'm gonna share this. Hold on. I was looking for the short. Let me see if I can find the short. There we go. Okay. I had to get it right here so I could share it. This is William Knifeman. This is a show, right? I don't know what show.
Knifeman.
Looks as though you tasted the white man's lead.
It's only paintballs.
I've had many brothers and sisters meet the same fate in my time.
Oh, the res.
Are you crazy horse or sitting?
No, I'm not one of those awesome guys. No.
Or is that
I'm more
reservation dogs?
Yeah. You know my name?
Yeah, that's it.
William Knifeman. I was at the battle of Bighorn. That's right. I didn't kill anybody, but I fought bravely. Well, I didn't actually fight. I actually didn't even get into the fight itself. But I came over that hill real rugged like. I saw Custer like that yellow hair. He was sitting there. Son of the morning star, that guy right there. Fuck, I really hated him. So I went after him. But then the damn horse hit a gopher hole. Fucking rolled over and squashed me. I died there. This horse actually, little shit.
Okay. So anyway, Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, that's right. Oh, it's hilarious. You triggered that brain thought in me, and I had to respond to that.
Oh my god. Okay.
He's like, I came over that hill all rugged like. Oh.
That fucker, I hated him.
Oh yeah. Oh, almost fell over in my chair. Nobody saw that. Any of you 12 people that are watching right now saw that.
You 12 people are the heart and soul of the show.
Yes. Stephen Gregory says, I'm in with you, Russell. I'll bring the kids. They love to help. Volunteers to push the woods to make Bigfoot move towards Austin.
I wouldn't.
If we douse Austin in enough of them pheromones, I don't believe we'll have to push the woods. You know what I mean?
Steve, do you got a couple of blinds?
I believe Bigfoot will do all the wood pushing that needs to be done.
Well, Steve would have to bring some mobile blinds. Or he'd have to move some blinds at least. Something.
Some blinds. Oh, you talking about a blind, like a hunting blind?
Like a deer blind, yeah. Something. At least have a little enclosed space so that, if it gets cold, I can fucking, heat up a bit or something. Right?
We'll set a little fire under you. Actually, that's not a bad idea.
You're not burning my husband.
You've seen that episode of Bugs Bunny, right?
Yeah.
Or they got like the big pot and they're like, hey, why don't you come hang out? Look, he's got like a hot tub signs. He walks up, he's like,
Well,
oh,
a number of those episodes, even like
I know.
Even like Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, but the best one was Bugs Bunny. I want to say it's Bugs Bunny and who's trying to eat Bugs Bunny this time? Was it Man, I can't remember. I want to say it was Yosemite Sam that was trying to eat him, but it could have
There's
been.
a bunch of
Oh my
episodes where Bugs Bunny tries to get
It
eaten.
could it could have been Elmer Fudd.
It's very possible too.
Very possible.
I think it was Wile E. Coyote because he
Putting
was
up
trying to get him.
Get in there.
I actually
trying
think
to
it was Wile E. Coyote.
Trying to get Bugs Bunny?
Yeah.
Not no like original cartoons. I don't remember that. Maybe
How
one.
many times have you seen Bugs Bunny and Wile E. Coyote in the same episode where Wile E. Coyote is actively trying to eat Bugs Bunny? I've seen at least one or two.
Maybe some kind of new shit that they came out with, but like
It's still like maybe 60s or 70s.
no way, dude.
Maybe like later on in Chuck Jones's or Mel Brooks's, or not Mel Brooks.
Oh, I missed this comment from Rez. He says for 20%, you need to man up, Austin. I agree.
20%.
I agree. He's gonna need to. He's gonna need to
No.
show,
If we're putting a flame underneath my ass,
he's gonna need to show a little bit more
then-
motivation. I think
bro.
you're gonna have to.
If you're
Show a
putting
little bit
flame
more.
if you're gonna fucking like rotisserie style my ass, like no, then we're gonna.
I didn't say
I'm getting-
rotisserie. I just meant a nice little warm fire just to keep you warm.
How far below me?
However far where it's not uncomfortable for you. How about that? I'm kind of envisioning like, you
I
know,
feel like I would get roasted.
have you seen
Like a hot dog.
have you seen the movie Predators where they're on it's like in one of the newer reboots of a Predator movie and they're on like this alien planet and they find the Predator that's like strapped up to the thing and they got him like as bait. It's like a super predator trying to catch that predator. And they're using him as bait. It's pretty good.
episodes
5 episodes of Predator.
of Bugs Bunny and Wally.
Oh, so there's 5 episodes.
Yeah,
of
but
Bugs
from
Bunny and
when?
Wile E. Coyote.
From when is the question? Yeah,
From
that's
when?
what I said. There's probably a handful.
1952 to 1952 to 1963.
5 episodes. 5.
Yeah.
Between 1952 and 1963. So original.
Oh, so you mean in 11 years there's 5 episodes? That's why I said there's probably a couple
Yeah.
here and there, but it's not like
Mainly
he's all up
it's
in it.
Elmer
all the
Fudd,
time.
Daffy, and Yosemite Sam.
that are trying to eat Bugs Bunny.
Oh, definitely not. But Elmer Fudd is trying to eat. Oh,
But cooking a big pot.
the witch.
The witch.
The witch.
Was
is
it the
always
witch?
trying to
Witch.
eat him.
That's right. Good.
That's
call.
right.
The witch.
Was it the
That's
witch
what-
though? Are we sure?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, did that happen? I mean, I'm
I
not.
believe
I'm
there's
not
only 2 episodes though.
Yeah, because I feel like that dude Bugs Bunny has been tricked into getting this into several pots
Yeah.
from
But you
different
can-
people.
I feel like he's never really like tricked though. I feel like he knows exactly what he's doing because he's just a badass motherfucker.
True.
Bugs Bunny is too damn smart.
Well, you know what I mean. They mean to trick him.
He always says
He lures they lure him to the pot. Supposedly lure. He's playing into their shit the whole time.
Mhm. Yep. He'll get in there and
So,
put
anyways,
the carrots in there. Anyways.
now here's a little bit more difficult one for you.
Okay.
If you were to catch, how would you catch now this is a little bit different of a cryptid. I'm gonna say, and I feel like it's not even fair. A Mothman. Is
Giant
a Mothman?
flame.
Are there more? There you go. Like a giant ass light bulb.
Giant ass torch.
Just a big light bulb, right? Like, because they don't fly
Yeah.
right into the torches. You're gonna need a bulb for them to bounce off of and shit, right?
Well, the
He's gonna
saying
come
has
in.
always been a moth to a flame. So I mean, I guess I just always figured.
Well, we're trying to
Flame,
get
yeah.
him there. We're trying to get him there and catch him, though, right? So a light bulb would be good because if you got a flame, you don't want his ass flying into the flame because then you're gonna have a toasty Mothman. We want an intact, unburned Mothman.
That is
Red
true.
is
Okay. fair enough.
Oversized fly strip, son of a bitch. You're a genius.
That
Why
is a
can't we use
very.
that for Bigfoot?
We'd catch a whole lot of other shit with Bigfoot.
True, but
I mean, we'd just be setting up a sticky pad in the woods. Like we'd catch everything.
it's like fucking birds.
We'd catch literally fucking
Wake up
birds,
in the morning.
mice, squirrels.
Wake up in the morning and you've had this thing out all night. You open your tent up, you come out, and there's like fucking deer. They're all just fucking looking at you.
Just fucking terrified.
I don't know why. It's just no, they're just fed up at this point. They're all just staring at you like, really, bro? Oh my God, Jesus
It's a
Christ!
giant. Like it's funny because we had to have Orkin come out, right? So we had Orkin come out, and he set up a bunch of those little mouse sticky pads.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I was just thinking of that. Like we just be setting up basically giant sticky pads in the fucking in the woods. Like we'd probably catch a lot of things, but I would imagine not Bigfoot.
There'd be like homeless people stuck to it. I shouldn't have said that.
Maybe in San
bad
Francisco or
saying that.
something.
Nah, if we did it around Kansas City, it's pretty bad.
New York City too, Chicago, really any big
We
city.
we set all the people free, loose first. Free and loose first. All the people go free. I can't even talk right now. Oh my God, I'm so bad for saying that.
You're racist.
Chupacabra. Okay, so Mothman was relatively easy. We're gonna use a giant light bulb and a fly trap, or like a giant sticky strip.
Yep.
And we're gonna put it on the ground in front of the giant light bulb. And when he flies into the giant light bulb, he'll knock himself silly, fall onto the sticky trap.
Knock
That's
himself
two.
silly.
That's two. We've
La
got two.
Llorona.
Yep.
Okay,
La
so now we're
Llorona.
gonna tackle a chupacabra. Okay. Thoughts, opinions? How are we gonna catch a chupacabra?
I would probably go
Chicken.
the route of that lady in Texas. Chickens, yes, chickens and goats for sure would be for traps or for the bait. But I would probably try to go the route of that lady in Texas that actually like taxidermy to freaking
Do you
a
think that
freaking
was
chupacabra.
a chupacabra, or do you think that was just like a deformed wolf or dog or some kind of feral dog?
Well, from what
Or is that what we
DNA
freaking think chupacabra is? Do we think it's a dog? Because that looks like a
No,
dog.
what? So what the specimen that she has preserved, the DNA testing that they showed was it was a cross between a gray coyote and a coyote and a Mexican wolf.
Right. But is that
So
what a
it was a new
chupacabra is?
species kind of thing. But
But is that chupacabra? Is that what we're looking for? And like they
based
call
on the
I don't think so. I just don't think so. They call chupacabra the goat sucker, right? That's what it is. That's what chupacabra is.
yeah,
So
based on like what people describe chupacabra as when they show like videos of him, it does look like a little dog kind of thing. It looks like a weird dog, but
Did
like
that
when you
happen-
talk about descriptions and illustrations from back like original like what eyewitness testimonies and shit, yeah, it
looks
looks more
nothing
like a
like that.
vampire demon
like a
creature kind of
humanoid
thing.
looking thing.
With spikes, right?
Yeah, I remember spikes.
The spikes
I
coming out the
remember a
back.
humanoid looking
Like a gremlin looking creature.
almost like an ape-like thing, ape-like humanoid.
It's kind of like a gremlin
a little bit like a gremlin.
without the ears. Like fucking what's the My Precious guy from Lord of the Rings?
Katie said she's seen a chupacabra. She said she sent a link.
Oh, I forgot his
Don't know where you
name.
sent the link.
You didn't see shit, Katie.
Chupacabra is so goat sucker, right? We're gonna need a bunch of goats. Where's see, and this is another thing, right? So chupacabra, is it all of South America, or is it like? Because I think it's two different ways or two different like
Animal.
descriptions of chupacabra. In there,
It
like
seems like it's two different
I
animals.
feel like I've heard about it in Puerto Rico also, right? And it looks different in Puerto Rico from the sightings, I believe.
That's a good question.
I'd have to pull that up,
That's a good question.
and I'm not doing that right now because we're at an hour. We're gonna start winding this sucker down.
Sightings in Puerto Rico in the late 1980s and early 1990s.
Also, late 1980s, early 1990s is when they've started seeing them in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
That's the history.
So basically, I mean, but that's just so we can say that. I mean, but you're talking about Puerto Rico and South America, like they're right in Mexico, like they're right there. Like it's all very close proximity to each other. So it wouldn't be
But
too
it's too
difficult.
different. I mean, the cultures are significantly different,
Yes, but I'm just saying, like,
and they're separated by
proximity of landmass. I mean, it's possible that there could be some cross.
Sure.
I mean, I don't migration. I guess is what you would say. I mean, it's possible. Just
Really?
Stephen Gregory says those are the really good swimming ones.
the ones that can swim.
Right, right.
Chupacabra is Spanish for goat sucker.
DNA
Yeah.
unknown. Search Labs.
Yeah,
AI
lots of goats.
Reviews Canyon. A hunter from Cuero, Texas.
We said that.
Claims to
Like,
have found the chupacabra in 2007. Plan to use DNA test. Yes, that is. I watched the episode or some, like a couple documentaries or something about her.
Oh yeah, the dire wolf, man.
Well, that's what they think it was. Is a dire wolf, right?
That's got to be too. Dire wolves were fucking massive, dude.
They were, and that doesn't look like a dire wolf.
No.
So I don't know. I
would say absolutely not. That is two different animals. A dire wolf is fucking massive, man. They were like the size of a horse.
People are just. I think people are trying to
come up with an explanation of some sort. Yeah,
something that you could point to and say this is most likely what it was,
right?
Or this is what you're most likely describing.
Yeah,
chupacabra though, I don't know, man. That's weird, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. That seems like you don't make a mistake between something humanoid and something that's dog shaped or quadruped shaped, like something that runs around on four limbs, and a human is two different shapes. Don't know.
I mean, I agree. Yeah.
How would you catch an alien? I know how I'd catch an alien.
Cows.
Well, first you got to find you a abductee, right? You got to find a person who gets abducted a lot.
Yeah.
And the rest just kind of falls into place. Off screen, Colleen. That's how.
You're gonna need a lot of cows.
Cows?
You said cows.
Did you say cows or towels?
Cows.
I was
Like
thinking,
moo?
why would I need a bunch of towels? This is gonna get messy.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
When we catch this alien, somebody give me a towel. I need more towels.
No, I said cow.
I don't know why you would need so many towels, Colleen. That's kind of weird that you would suggest that.
She said cows.
I know, I'm just fucking with her.
I know. Well,
now it's okay, and everything always devolves back to this: putting Austin in the cage with some lube.
Oh, we're adding the lube now?
I guess so.
I
reckon so. That's where we're at.
I'm gonna have to up my percentage. 25.
All roads, you're going to be a professional at this. All roads lead to Austin in a cage with lube. That's where everything converges.
I feel like we just need to bring back the show like Wild Boys with like a different spin.
The Sasquatch Boys.
Like the Cryptid Boys, or
that sounds like a Canadian street gang. So that's all I got.
It's a street gang from Saskatchewan.
We're from Montreal. Oh,
We're fucked up.
we're from Letterkenny. How are you now? So, anyways,
Or, you know,
well, all right, Austin, what do you have to say for yourself and your final word here before we get off?
don't do drugs.
Is that
And
it?
also check out evaporhut.com. Use Ghost Vape discount code, all caps, Ghost Vape, one word at discount, get 20% off of everything. And yeah, I guess we're going to be having an announcement soon for the Travelers, the World Gate Project, the docu-series that we filmed with JW. That's going to be there's a big announcement for that coming tomorrow, actually. So everybody stay tuned for that. And that's all I got, buddy.
And yeah, so this is KD signing off. We'll see y'all next week, and we will decide a topic for next week. Until then, everybody be good, be safe, and remember,